Hello, I'm Sreedevi from the News Minute, and today I'm interviewing a very special person. But this person does not need any special introduction. In fact, if I just use the word maestro, you will know who I'm talking about. Yes, I'm in conversation with Rahman this evening. From starting his own music band called Roots, to composing jingles and freelancing with stalwarts such as Zakir Hussain and Jayarajan, this musician bagged his first big break with Mani Ratnam's Roja. And the rest, as we all know, is history. Grammy and Oscar-winning musician Rahman is in Bengaluru as part of his One Heart tour in India. Incidentally, he will be performing in this city after 7 long years. Can you tell us a little bit more about the One Heart tour?
So the tour actually is a continuation of 25 years of which people wanted me to celebrate. And so it started last year and then it went to the US. And then I was extending it more, filling it with more, updating it with all the new numbers that just come in. And so we have some strong sections of the thing which we love doing and performing for you guys. And
you're in Bengaluru after 7 long years. How does it feel to come back to the city?
I think it's one of the most buzzing cities, and you know, I see happy people. Happiness is something which you can't buy.
Yeah.
And so when you buy a ticket and come, and then I see them, I feel like inspired to come back. There are many factors, you know. I'm doing movies and producing movies and all these things happening. So because of that, got postponed. So I'm feeling good coming back.
One of your latest projects includes Aadujeevitham, which is your return to the Malayalam film industry after 25 years. The last time you composed music for a Malayalam film was Yoda, right?
There was also Jayarajan.
Jayarajan, of course, yeah.
There was also Aramle.
Arumle, yeah.
Yeah. So the Malayalam comes in.
Malayalam was mainly Yoda, right? So why this long gap in Malayalam before returning to Malayalam?
Yeah, I'm not a superhuman. So starting in Tamil and then going to Hindi, then you're doing musical theatre, and then Andrew Lloyd Webber kindly says that he's going to carry the torch of musical theatre, and everybody has their own expectations.
Yeah.
And then you go to Hollywood and they say, hey, which movie are you doing next? So just to do one thing itself is difficult. Right. And then here you are trying to satisfy people from the south and north, and then international stuff, and then also producing movies. So you need to make a choice. And even though I love, you know, maybe in the future, that's why I think this movie is very special. Aadujeevitham, coming back with that, it's got a lot of scope for music and interesting director, an interesting subject, very moving one.
You've been exploring the digital reality space recently, and now your latest show is Arrived, in which you're collaborating with artists. Could you tell us a little bit about the experience and why the sudden experimenting with the digital reality space?
The thing is, after a while, you feel like, what am I doing here? And one thing which I don't like is to judge people constantly, and with the parameters of what they are and what state of mind. I feel like, in a way, it's an unnecessary gambling somebody else's life. So that's one of the reasons I stayed out of it. And also I need time of reality shows actually. Okay. So I did now and then I keep doing, but this one, so the concept was from our company QK, and Shekhar Kapoor and Samir Bangara, Sagar, and all of us. And so they came to me and said, let's do a reality show. I said no, and they said, let's do a very special reality. Yes, I said. And so if you watch the thing, there are many special moments. It's not about just judging them and throwing them out, but also nurturing them, and also them teaching us, like, you know, this is the reality now. This is the stage, you know, an 18-year-old can have that kind of talent. So because I'm not that much into the reality show thing, it's fascinating for me to be in, but I don't want to do much of that. I just want to spend more time composing music and also
coming back to the show that you did prior to this, which was Harmony, and that was such an interesting concept because you traveled across India to meet different artists and finally collaborate with them. Could you tell us a bit more about how that experience was?
Harmony actually happened when when Kavitalia, Kavitalia is a company which launched my first. They came in, the Pushpaji came in, husband came in and said, we want to do the show. I said, oh, it's a great show. I will do one episode and you get other people for that. Okay. No, we wanted you to do everything. So. Okay. And then I was like, so everything happened. And then we got this interesting director, Shruti, and she came with a nice concept. So we all worked together. I think my only comment on that was, I said these are very rare instruments. It should not be only for people who are searching for musical instruments or musicality, but it should be for everyone. How do you make that? So let's make this as a eye-catchy, eye-candy visuals where you show India in the way where we've never seen before, and go to these places where it becomes almost like jaw-dropping visuals, and also as a seeker, you go and find what is there rather than. So in a way, I think I loved the last episode where all of them came to Chennai, and then we just all shot that whole thing in a day and crammed it all in.
Speaking of identifying talent and great voices, you had recently put up a Facebook video of this lady from Andhra Pradesh who was singing. Her name is Baby. And she, after that, she shot to viral fame. Like, she's been getting projects in the Telugu film industry. This just goes to show that there's a lot of talent outside of our reach. So what do you feel about that, and how did you stumble upon this video?
I like to reach to them rather than them reaching to me, because if they're good, I think I kind of have a secret prayer that I should find these people and they should enrich my music. Yeah. And also, it demolishes all these concepts about you need to be a son of a musician, or you need to have this thing. No, we just want what the gift of God, what you have, and we just want that. We don't want any strings attached. And it's also a statement saying for that, if you are truly talented and then you're going to make something complement our compositions, you're there.
Speaking about the current scenario, we just witnessed the MeToo movement happen in India, and many names from the music industry have been called out. Big names such as Mr. Vairamuthu's was called out. Do you feel that this movement has potential to revolutionize the industry, make it more inclusive for women? Do you see, at least in the future, some potential changes happening with the MeToo movement in the industry?
It should change. I think it's unacceptable to see people get harassed like that. And for me, I think the Me Too was at least a little bit of consoling than seeing 4-year-old and 8-month-year-old getting raped. So that was unacceptable. I think seeing this, adults are handling it, and they're doing it as long as they do it dignifiedly, and then they don't use that in a wrong way to finish somebody's career. Or so I'd be very careful and responsible. And I want this our profession, music, arts, everything, to have a lot of respectability, and it's such a beautiful blessing to be in art, in music. And then we have to create that whole environment for that to really flourish and becoming beautiful, because with artificial intelligence coming in, and there's a scare of losing all the ordinary jobs. Right. So creative jobs are the jobs which can never be replaced, and this is it.
So a lot of people have been saying that your work in the album Sarvam Talam Mayam is your return to the 90s. Do you agree with that?
I hate, not hate. It's such a cliche hearing, it's like 90s, so it's like 90s. And they forget all the stuff which has been like Rockstar and this and that. Right. So it's nice to have that soft corner for how I started, and also their innocence accepting the music. And now there's a lot of clutter, of course. Unfortunately, there's 10,000 streams coming in attacking you, and which one you do prepare. So I was lucky to have that concentration of people where they could go in a car, pick up a CD, put it, enjoy the stuff. Now you just press a button and you're listening to the small speaker on the phone, mostly. Right. Yeah.
So to conclude this conversation, I just wanted to ask you my final question, which is who are your personal favorites in the industry right now with the newcomers? Just want to know 2-3 of your favorites in the music space right now.
There's so many.
Just 2-3 of your favorites.
Sid Sreeram has come in, and also Abhay who's sung in Zero now. He's a beautiful voice, and I always felt that he has something very special, and I'm glad that he's got this break.
It was absolutely wonderful speaking with you, sir. Thank you so much for your time.